Alright, we enter the new era. So immediately let's pick our dedication, because this is going to be our bonus for the rest of the era. Now, free inquiry sounds great, and it is good, but it's just very rare that you're going to have districts up by the first era. So I don't usually pick this for a golden age in the first era. This one gets picked very rarely. I don't really think I'm going to want this. Monumentality is what I pick in most of my games. Unfortunately, I don't have any faith income, so I can't buy with faith. But getting builders for cheaper with gold is still pretty nice. And the 2 movement for builders is actually very nice. Getting improvements up very early and quickly is very nice. Exodus of the Evangelist is purely for religion, and we're not ignoring religion, so I'm going to ignore this. But if you're going religion, then this is a good choice. It's definitely a solid pick. Although, if you were going religion, I might still pick Monumentality just because of the purchasing civilians with faith is quite good. So we're going to take that. Now we have this trade route. Now this is quite good. We need the gold. Science is also quite nice. I mean, food and production in gold is also very nice. But I think I'm going to go for the golden science in this case. Since we already have our roads to our capital, we don't really need to send trade routes back to our capital. Alright, recruit a great writer. We don't care about Mexico City because we're going to kill them. It's totally fine to just save your envoys. Don't bother using them if you don't have anywhere solid to put them. Putting 2 in a city-state doesn't get you anything. So I usually just wait until I actually have 2 to put in to get myself to 3. Then it becomes worth it. So we're just going to save that envoy for now. Now we can finally build campuses. Unfortunately, this city doesn't have a great location for a campus, but I still want a campus. Once you've picked your win condition, you basically have 3 core districts that are going to go along with that win condition. And you can see a full breakdown of this in my... there's a districts per victory tab in that same document. If you want the details of why you should be picking certain districts for certain victories, basically a city is going to have around 7 to 10 population ideally, and that's enough for 3 or 4 districts respectively. 3 districts is really all you need in a city to make it an effective city. So in the case of a science victory, the districts you're going to want are campus number 1, because that is the science district, commercial hubs / harbors. Commercial hubs where you're going to have, basically when you're not on the coast, you're going to build a commercial hub, and then harbors you're going to build if you are on the coast. Just because you're going to obviously get more coastal benefits from the harbor. But usually the commercial hub is the better choice out of the 2. Purely because great merchants are so much better than great admirals. But that's not super important for right now. And then the 3rd district you're going to want to get is the theater square for science victories, and because that gets you your culture. And you want that obviously because the culture tree is, if you're doing science game, it's not as important as the science tree obviously, but it's still very important. It's still going to get you your governments, your policy cards that are going to help you. And there's plenty of things in here that are going to help you get more science. So those are the 3 districts we're aiming for. So I'm going to build my campus right here, I think. Purely because... Actually, no. I'm going to build it right here. Because I don't have any adjacency, sadly, in this city. And even though I don't have any adjacency, notice I still want to build this district just because it's so important for my win condition. I am still going to get science out of this in the late game. So I think I'm going to build it here because later it will get some adjacency. We're going to go ahead and plop that there. I think we're going to start making our way towards Mexico City. Fortunately, I can't... Well, I have 4 gold now. Let's upgrade some archers. Got machinery boosted. I'm definitely going to want to switch to gold saving policy card next turn. Someone built Temple of Artemis. Good on them. Yeah, we're definitely done with the Gauge now. We built the units we want. And we're starting to actually have to deal with military upkeep. So conscription is just a good military card to just always have in your government. If you don't know what else to put in, just go ahead and throw conscription in. It's always going to save you money. So let's do that. I'm going to stick with my other policies. I do still have colonization in, so I probably should be building some more settlers. But again, I don't really have a lot of great room to settle. Alright, we have our choice of new policy. I think we want military training for some of these nice policy cards. Also, we want to make our way towards mercenaries.
Wealth consists not in...
Alright, we unlocked currency, which means we can start building commercial hubs, which we're definitely going to need. We're fine on gold for right now, though. Alright, I think I'm going to go ahead and war Mexico City. Because we need more cities. And Mexico City as a city-state itself is not particularly useful for our purposes. Go ahead and shoot you. It's best to try and like focus fire one unit to get it out of the way first. Might as well bring this guy down to help. Ooh, Galapagos Islands is right there. We haven't officially seen it yet, but we're getting there. Alright, now I think I want horseback riding. Some horses would be nice. Alright, so now see that I'm at my housing. I'm one below my housing cap. This is when I always shut off this. Because if you actually see here, if we go to this, we're getting 2.2. Where does it show it? Amenity growth, modified food. Oh, sorry, down here is where it says it. So let's see. Population growth rate slowed by 50% because we've gotten up to our housing limit. So that means we're basically, our food's counting for 50% less of what it normally counts for. We're already barely making any food. So at this point, food is like barely doing anything for you. So I just go ahead and just ignore it at this point. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to surround the city. So a melee unit has a zone of control ring around it. And when you zone of control all the rings around the city, that is what puts a city under siege, which prevents it from healing. So we have so since this is off freshwater and off coast, it's actually very easy to siege. With just 2 units, you can just surround the entire city. Let's go ahead and shoot this guy down, and we can just shoot the city directly. You can repair this farm that we lost. And my brilliant old legionnaire is going to wreck that city. I don't even think I need to bring this guy to the front line. By the time he gets there, the city's going to be gone. Oh, time to sleep now, Mortio. Well, glad you stayed up as long as you did. I'm honestly shocked that you did stay up as long as you did. I think I'm going to build a campus in this city because we just don't have a good spot for the commercial hub, unfortunately. And we need our campuses, and we have at least a +1 because of this mountain. I don't want to build it here because I need to save this for my aqueduct. We're going to build it right there. Alright. This city's going to be gone already. And Mexico City is ours. And we're going to keep it. Because even though it is off freshwater, again with an aqueduct, we can actually make decent use of this city. Let's repair the monument first. The culture is very important. Oh, didn't need that warrior. Let's see. You actually... I want to improve these farms here just because... Oh, well, one, it boosted feudalism, which is actually quite nice. Normally, I don't get that boost. The only reason I got that boost is because this city-state built all these farms. But mainly, I want to do that just because it's going to get the city more housing. Each tile improvement is going to get you half a housing. Or rather, only pastures, farms, and fishing boats are going to get you half a housing. Oh, and plantations. Alright, apparently I can't officially find this wonder because freaking China's in the way. Saladin built the Great Bath for us. Oh, our lovely Legion got a promotion. I pretty much always take Battlecry first on the melee units when they get a promotion. Oh, and you got a promotion as well. I'm just going to take Volley. Send you back to this to protect that city. Right here. One person peer pressure. Yeah, Morchio, you got owned there. You good. Get more farms for more housing. Yep, we're out to 6 housing now. It's pretty good. Alright, finally we can officially reveal the Galapagos. That'll boost astrology. That's something. Okay, so another city has reached their housing limit, so let's take it off food. We don't need food. Don't need food. Unfortunately, we didn't get the 20% because we didn't finish our Warlord's Throne quite yet, but that's okay for now. We're going to be capturing plenty of cities, I think, in the long run. Now, I'm tempted to build yet another farm here, just because it's going to build us a nice little farm triangle. And once we get to feudalism, they're all going to give each other an extra food, because they're going to have adjacent farms. Alright, now we can keep going down this way. Let's see, what do we want now? I do kind of want to get to my harbor. And now that we have this boosted, that's a decent one to pick up, so we can get there. Construction for lumber mills is quite good. Oh, engineering unlocks our special district, which is also quite good. Apprenticeship is very good. It gets you the industrial zone. I don't usually build industrial zones super early. More important, though, is that it adds a production to all your mines. So this is a very good one to pick up if you have some mines. Which, if you've boosted it, you do have mines, so... I'm kind of want to get towards my Bath, though, my unique district.
Those who inquire.
Alright, now we can change policies. Now we can get more horses and iron. I don't really think I actually need more horses and iron right now, anyway. Veterancy's good for building harbors and encampments faster, but we're not building those quite yet. I still have colonization in. I really should be using colonization. Alright, what do we want here? Feudalism is basically the thing I aim for at this point. Mysticism for the envoy, maybe, but I don't really need that. I think I'm just going to aim for feudalism at this point. It's usually what I do. Now, Geneva is one that we're going to want in the long run. So let's go slap some... envoys in there. Might as well heal you up now that you're in my territory. Now they want to trade with me. Normally I would definitely trade with them, but we're going to be warring them in a minute anyway, so I'm not going to do that. Alright, now let's repair your granary. Let's see what we're looking at over here. Terms of resistance. I definitely need more gold if I'm going to upgrade more legions. Oh yeah, they're very expensive to upgrade without mercenaries. Do you denounce first? Yes, I do, Mortrio. Thank you very much for reminding me. I always forget to denounce first for the for the formal war. I usually always forget that. I usually just surprise war. Actually, you know why I forget it, Morchio? Is because I'm used to playing on Deity, where the AIs always denounce me already anyway, so I don't actually have to worry about it. Oh wow, that'd be a great spot for what's it called? Could build ancient walls. It might be worth building ancient walls. Maybe. Maybe not. We're almost finishing. Okay, we're finally going to have our Warlord's Throne. That's great. Got another government promotion because we finished our next thing. Now, promoting Victor again is a solid idea. If we were having worse loyalty problems, maybe. The third governor I usually go for is Liang, purely for this +1 build charge. And I think I might do that. I think it's worth doing and putting them in, I guess, in Rome. Is worth doing. Let's see now. What does Rome need? Needs more housing, but if we get our bath, we're going to get more housing anyway. A lot of housing. So I might not do that. I could build military. You're saying Reina is greater than all? I take usually Reina as like my 4th governor. I like to take Liang before I take Reina, though. Let's... I would build a builder, but I want to actually wait for Liang to establish first. So let's build... a watermill I only find to be useful if you have, like, 2 rice and wheat. Like a... Or, you know, like 2 total. So definitely... Oh, actually, I was going to say Setia would be worth it, but Setia doesn't have a river to build a watermill on. I don't usually build watermills, though. Man, I am stumped. I probably will just build the barracks for production and housing. Oh, you can grow a little bit now. I kind of want you to build a commercial hub, because I'm definitely going to need more gold. I'm going to have to put the bath there, so let's put the commercial hub on the other side of the river. Oh, I didn't look to change... Or did I already look to change the policies? I think I did. Oh, you know what? That I should be building... I'm a crazy person. I should be building settlers. I've been meaning to do that forever, and I've been bad about that. So normally this is actually the point I would start spamming settlers, especially if I went Ancestral Hall. Let's see. I would build a commercial, but I'm going to want to build a harbor here instead. So let's build... Let's actually build another settler in this city. Since normally I would only build my settlers in one city with provision, with Magnus. But since we're not going that route, it's fine if we spread our settlers out a little bit. I think it might actually just be worth attacking Cairo now. Or let's wait for this trader to get here so our road's finished to Cairo. But Cairo's so weak, I kind of just want to attack it. I'm so used to Deity where this would be like 50 strength already and we wouldn't be able to do anything about this, but we might just be able to attack this right now. Although we want to wait for our... Oh, we can already formal war them. Never mind. Let's formal war them. Oh, we already moved you this turn. I mean, they only have 110 military strength, so I am not worried about this being a problem at all. Let's go ahead and kill that scout. This city should be easier to siege. Let's get this guy on the other side. Oh, he does have more of them. Yeah, the city will definitely be harder to siege, because technically I would need a unit here, here, and here. And the other thing annoying about the city is floodplains actually make your units weaker. No, let's get you off of the floodplains first, so I don't take extra damage. We'll just move you in instead. Right, so we finished that, so we don't have that trade route anymore, so I probably want to just go ahead and trade from Geneva. I would get the same thing from Geneva anyway. Although this trade route is pretty nice, but I definitely need the gold, so trade to Geneva. Oh, you know what? Actually, I only need 2 units to siege this. I can siege this right there. Yeah, perfect. Oh, a little lag there. Sorry, I think I just dropped some frames. We're fine. City siege, you can heal. You just in case. Now, until it's a little bit weaker, or at least that I can hit with more melee units at once, I usually just go ahead and basically just want your melee units to sit there and tank hits if you can. I'm actually tempted to pillage that for a boost in science. Oh, that's actually a lot of archers. That might actually be a problem. Let's go ahead and promote our archer. Let's get some free science. Get our baths done. Okay, so now we've actually unlocked the baths. I want to place them immediately. Basically to save production. There's a reason you want to place your baths, or any district you want to place as soon as you unlock it, just to save production. Let's build this bath here, I guess, just because I don't want to put anything on my hills. Do we want another settler? I really don't. Well, I could settle down here. That's definitely worth it. And I'm gonna settle over here. Honestly, that's probably gonna be it. I don't think I do need any more settlers. Let's try and get our harbors. So I need that first. Yikes, this is actually might be a problem. Although my legion's so strong, it might be worth sacrificing him for the kill on the city. Oh, getting shot like crazy. If only we got a promotion there for a free heal, that would actually really help.
I don't believe in it. Invincibility.
Alright, we got lots of things. Actually, I do want to take these. Early game tutorial. That's right, Pork Belly. Let's see. Now, we've got yet another government promotion. I still don't think I don't need the loyalty. As good as a promotion as that is, I don't need the loyalty. Putting another one to get the other part into Pingala is definitely worth it at some point. Taking Reina is worth it, but I don't actually. Well, let's see. Only. I don't have another city to put a governor in. Actually, that's not true. I do have a city. You know, let's take Reina. I have Mexico City. I forgot about them. Let's go ahead and put her in Mexico City for now. I'm known formally as... Oh, you're Pun Master Jim. Welcome. Welcome back. Alright, now, what do we know on next? I do want Celestial Navigation, but I could get the tech boost for it first. Masonry. I'm not building a quarry anytime soon. I probably do want masonry. Let's see. Now, this city definitely is going to need its bath. The city is dirty and it needs a bath. Alright, let's take some shots. Actually, we'll be able to save our legion if we can just take the city, which we can. And it's that easy, folks. Now let's run away so they can't shoot me. Obviously, we're keeping that. We have to. It's a capital. Alright, food and production, like always. And let's fix the monument. Let's heal that guy. Reina is always the right choice. Well, she's the right choice later on, but I wouldn't say she's always the right choice. Alright, they're retreating, since they, not much that a couple archers can do. So let's heal everybody. And, just gonna wait there for now. Now, at this point, I would pretty much, once you've gotten your, government building, Your first government building, once you've gotten to this point where you know what victory type you're going for, you know if you're going domination or if you're staying peaceful, you've picked your governor, you picked your first government, I would consider this part of the game, we're done with the early game. I would call this the end of the early game, honestly. We've chosen our path. We know what we're going to do for victory. We're on our way to getting plenty of cities. We already have 5. We're building more settlers. The point where you're really expanding, this is pretty much the end of the early game. Like once you've pushing your expansion, whether that's through domination or just through building settlers on your own, this is basically the end of the early game. We've gotten to that point. And so from this point on, what we're trying to do is just aim for our victory. We've chosen our victory. And basically what we're going to start doing is going into the infrastructure phase, which is basically going to be our whole mid-game. Our mid-game is just going to be infrastructure. It's going to be building the districts we need, putting the buildings we need in those districts, building builders to improve tiles so that we can build things faster. And it's just going to pile and pile and pile. Specific, like focus on techs and civics that you really need, that are going to help you in the long run. And all that stuff. So at this point, honestly, I would call this the end of the early game. We have successfully won the early game. We're ahead on everything, except for I guess faith, but who cares about that? And I would call this the end of the early game. We're into our expansion. We're going to start focusing on districts, and we're just going to pile and pile towards our science victory.